So right, that's I want to see what other mods I did use last time, if I can. Electronic locomotives, make barrels great again, death scream. I might need make barrels great again. We'll see. Media loader, text plates, train, pubs. The TSM. I think rail bus even had more. No? Deadlocks. So we're using mini loads instead of those. Hmm. There's my button. There's my button. Just fluttering around looking for my button. Alright, so this one's going to be crazy. It's definitely going to be off the wall, this one. We don't want a load game, we want a new game. We want free play. Yeah, I definitely don't have a lot of garbage in there. So this map, spider controller. Did I need spider controller? Problem with spider controller. Because doesn't isn't everything for Spantron in the game now? Well, either way, we want a rail world. I'm gonna pump this up to like 300 because of how ridiculous this is gonna be. I might even just max the size as well. No, I tell you what. Start with rail world preview, spoiler mode. Angry CPU gets angry. How does this affect it? Very noticeable. Copper? I guess it's kinda. Stone, coal, crude oil. Maybe not crude oil. Crude oil gets a little bit insane if you overcook it. And then richness, we'll bring that up to 300-ish, I reckon. I was going off for well over a month because... And the 4th of July. Yeah, just push them all up. Uranium actually grow? Yeah, a little bit. Uranium probably not is pretty unimportant on this. Actually, reduce it down a little bit. There we go. It was August. Can you even do anything about it? And when that sort of thing happens? So yeah, we're going to need a lot of ore for this one. Not trying Industrial Revolution 2? There's an Industrial Revolution 2. I'm guessing that where you are is the kind of area where people look for any excuse to... Is it made by him? Is it actually made by him? I play it online. I mean, I played a little bit of the original one, and there was very little reason to play it online. It wasn't that good. It had some very bizarre balancing choices. It just falls in the category of yet another Minecraft style mod. Uh, it was the one, yeah, it was the dude who was butthurt over the idea of content creators. He decided that they were scammers and parasites. So basically, he's just a dude that he's a typical Reddit mindset. He spends all his time on Reddit. It makes sense. He's an IT student, possibly postgrad. Hey, Duckbad's here. And that's the mindset of those types of people. Those IT rebel without a clue type people. Hey, look, media. How we doing? Yeah, I I figure as much. You're in one of those areas where people like to do that sort of thing. Um, I haven't really settled on a map yet. The map spawn. They're all been more or less the same thing over and over again. Kind of what you expect from a Factorio map. It's very It's kind of random and not random at the same time. It's a funny thing about randomness is you don't actually want randomness. I'm also debating on the enemies. I'm thinking about just turning enemies off entirely for this one. So hey, Lucifer, how you been? All good. Set up in one of your online accounts. How you going for Cyberpunk as well? I mean, by that definition, we can turn off pollution as well. Thinking about that one option. Don't need pollution. I mean, this base is going to be silly. Do one more. Goddamn desert. Ideally, what I want is a copper and iron that's relatively close. Not too many trees. So you finish up your new mod. What you say is got lots of endings. I've done one of the endings so far. Admittedly, it was kind of the straight play it straight ending. But I want to start over and try and hit some of the other endings. Railroad just started. Turned down pollution and beta revolution, but turned on expansion. You done most of the quests? The speedrun ending? No, I didn't do that ending. It's the if you play the game straight, like if you don't really follow any path, you end up on that one. The speedrun, it's the alternative to the speedrun ending. Almost. That's just annoying. Okay, now we're talking. It's got copper and iron relatively close. Or oil, I was about to say oil. Want free routable underground belts. Oh, that's an interesting proposition. Tell you what, let's commit to that. Let's make a note of this. 0. I might have to. There. And start. Right, that's enough of that. Alright, you give me stuff. Let's do this thing. Gonna be the old classic Factorio start. What am I mouse speed at? A lot, that's why. I'm trying to avoid talking too much about the endings just because I don't want to give it away. Normally I'm not too uptight a bit. Like I'm not rounded up about spoilers, but this is one of the few exceptions where it actually does matter. Hey, Yummy. Let's get some wood. Gotta get some wood. Quick bit of research seems the same guy who made both, but apparently it's a clause. New one says you can't stream or record videos. Yeah, for some reason it decided that. Again, rebel without a clue type deal. I probably should have been mining rocks. God damn, it's been a while. Starting out on a roll, I see. What's going on there? There's a lot of things going on right now. I'm getting model alerts like crazy. Oh, belt layer. Alright, gotta get some rocks. Most beautiful companion drones. Yeah, there was a lot of bloviated discussion on that a while ago. Right, let's eat all of them. Hey, it's an AK. Glad you're here. Hi. How you doing? How you been? There we go. Start the coal thing. I even take control of signals. it's a good idea. I don't get time to try this stuff anymore. Yeah, that is essentially it. The problem is that we. Hey, Rain, how you doing? Hi. Also, the problem is that Woob gave a very liberal license in the first place, which really isn't true. It's not something they can actually dish out. Also, how the hell do we get back on all this crap again? Thought we'd escaped it. More coal, more faster. How you been, Rain? Were you on the I saw there was Clantown was doing some biter battles. Were you onto that, or was that his own thing? I'm not really around as much anymore to really stay on top of those things. I might continue expanding this. Wasn't it on the biter battles? It was a one-off match by. Oh, okay, just a one-off. Maybe one of them. Eat that. 80k. Idea behind it. Shall I have a looky-loo? Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. So you really... I was wondering how it was going to work. Would you do you paint the actual thing, or do you draw a line? Really neat idea. It's certainly going to get confusing if you're not careful. As a player, that is. I might make a start on copper. At the end of the day, this will be an exercise in how badly can I run through early game. I don't do early game anymore. Like crossing the streams that might end the world. You never know. Into start a new map? We're all starting new maps. It's too laggy. Well, this one's gonna get pretty extreme. This one's gonna get stupid. .332 pace get laggy when you build around them. It would. Ah, I didn't point you there. That's why. There we go. Don't have FE plus modules, so it won't be super stupid. Yeah, I don't have the FE plus modules because it's not officially part of Factorio Extended. It's made by some other dude. It's not an official part of it. MV Hank, how you doing? Hi. I mean, this thing, so taking the original base, the 8K base, and yeah, taking the original 8K base, doing the same thing but 416 for everything. Hey, the sheep.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good right now. We're making our iron plate, we're making our copper plates, we're making lots of coal. And thank you very much for the sheep throwing down that 26 month with a tier 2 as well. Consistent with the tier 2 there. Show some love and hype and honk there for the sheep. Sneak them if Jimmy will let you. Also, hey Dagavir. Yep, early game. What was I saying? I can't remember now. Okay, hi. How you doing? I was rambling about something. Yeah, so that's right, it was the 8K base. So this is going to be the same as similar to the 8K base. Just came to say hi, bye. Same as the 8K base, but instead of doing a mix of 8 and 16, it's going to be all 16, which means all the science are going to be 16. It's going to be built, of course. You might have to think about that carefully for a minute, what that implies. Yeah, it is surprisingly cold. I've got the heater on. It's so cold. Hell's going on? I mean, admittedly, it's normally like 1,000 million degrees this time of year. Like literally outside is the surface of the sun, so I'm not complaining too much. It's not the end of the world. I should make some of them too. And one of them. I'm gonna need more iron, I think. It's gonna be, it's all sand, so it's gonna be a lot of slow running. I think we'll park some smelting just above. This we got two patches, like a giant patch of iron here. We've got a nice patch of copper up there as well as one there. This mixed one. Coal could be an issue. I don't think it will though, because I did turn the richness up. $64 gears. It's the motto of the map. We need more iron, I think. I mean, we need more iron until proven not iron. The shortage is iron until proven otherwise. You know what I did? Did anyone guess what I did? Other than not being able to paint straight? Oh, come on in. 29 months of Prime. Thank you very much for that. Show some love and hype and honk in chat. Oh, woof. That Prime. Top of that. Eh, we can't mine water. We need to pump water. There we go. It always ends up inevitably being iron, doesn't it? It's fighting. It's fighting. Done. So yeah, this will be... Because this will be basically the same as the other one, it'll look fairly familiar. Same concept, but we're going to push it. Add some more iron, because we never have too much. Prime is much cheaper than normal subbing. It's funny that. Got the manly war cry, which you never hear as well, as always. So, how about I actually list the numbers instead of being super cagey and dumb? So, a purple belt is 75 items a second, or 4,500, I think it is, off the top of my head, items a minute, instead of the 2,700 for a blue belt. Which means, because everything's going to be 416 and it's going to be the no splitter thing, that means there will be 16 lanes of science at like the same production rate as the other one. The other one was 1k science a minute, I think. But because of the Factorio extended production, we can easily get that up to a full belt science, or it'll be a half belt, but it'll be a full belt, but it'll be a compressed half belt of science. So it'll be 16 of those at 4,500 science a minute. Is it 4,500? I'm going entirely off memory. It's 75 by 6, yeah, 4,500. And 4,500 basically by, well, it's divided by 2 because it's only a half lane, and then that is multiplied by 16, and that's the target science a minute. So 2,250 multiplied by 16. Yeah. Yeah. For those who want to be enlightened, that's 36,000 science a minute. Gonna be a big base. And that's why pollution can stay off. In theory, it should. Yeah, it's just a teeny bit. In theory, it should give similar performance to the previous base. I also want to smelt on patch instead of doing a big smelter. For stone, that's going to get rather interesting. Over halfway to 1,000 signs a second. What is 1,000 signs a second? That'd be 60, isn't it? Now I've got to wait for all that crap. I mean, I may end up doing the modules, the factory extend modules and beacons at this rate. But we'll see how we go. We'll do the normal base and then we'll throw the beacons and modules on to see how much faster it is. It actually led to some interesting problems. So to do the no splitter thing, it pretty much rules out using loaders on the machines. Unless it's a single machine, because those pretty much explicitly depend on splitters to load into the machines. I suppose it doesn't actually matter for mini loader as much, because that's basically an inserter. But still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need burner inserters still. So yeah, this map is going to be a silly one. Not that, not that any of my maps haven't been silly in the past. But I think that should one-up the original FE base rather suitably. Should one-up quite a few people's bases. I suppose that'll be the next goal, is 1k science a second. No silliness allowed here. How was Christmas? Pretty plain and straight. Didn't really do much. Had a family lunch and that was about it, really. Alright, start you. Not that I can start you. Should do is start that. Janky modded build and got up to science permitted using only bots to transport it. Sounds like a Bob's mod playthrough. 7 to 10 UPS, damn. Okay. That is getting there. Hey, Spimples. How you doing? Gets me every time. Fillerish, no hoval mods. There's my lab. You in there. Yeah, new base. What did I do the other one? I parked it for now. I think it's done all it can. And I mean it's functional. I lost count. It's functional, the old one. 11, 12, 1, 3. Yeah, so it's easier to build an entirely new base than it is to fix steel. Like, it legitimately would take the same amount of time to fix steel as it would be to just build this. I was actually weighing up the time that was required to either start a new base or just drag the other one on. And yeah, it actually is easier just to start a new one. How are you out again already? Oh wait, that's the furnace this time. Tell you what, let's make some more of them. That actually doesn't matter, because we can alternate. One there, and we can park one there. Like that. Hey, we got that. Oh, Oh, they changed the graphic for the light bulbs. How quaint. Oh, I say is how quaint. Yeah, you get a light bulb texture now. Alright, you give me some gears, you give me some that. That. Hey, modular chests. We're gonna need some of them. Less of them. Bunch of them. Username with the
7 months well has the time gone well best wishes for 2021.
Thank you much for that. What was that even? I think it was all in Finnish, and I don't speak Finnish, ironically. 7 months. Best wishes for 2021. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that. Username. Show some love and hype and honk in chat for the username there. Hey, Glacier. Here we go. Yep. Yeah, well, let's pump the brakes on those things. Start this thing up. Going for 416s, I think, at this point, still. Just because it's probably going to be a little silly otherwise. I don't need 1k signs a second. Yet. Is that actually backing up? Yeah, it's starting to. Yeah, FE has wagons that are like 2.5 times bigger. Oh, look out. It's heist time. Well, make some of them for me, please. While we start migrating over to this. Kind of hoping that I'll get the entire base built relatively quickly. He lied. Mutated honk command? Not yet. Which one was the mutated honk command? To be used using channel points. I thought about that. Then you wouldn't be able to completely spam them. Although, it's probably why you're sort of hinting at me to make them that way, so people can't spam them. Oh, I was waiting on years. Anti-elites, hosting with the 400 people. Hi. Hello, everyone. How you all doing? Mini loader? Mini loader is the it's the loader mod where internally it's two really super quick inserters. So it interacts with trains and everything. Let's build some of that. Welcome everybody from Anti-Elites stream. So, those just coming in, you're going to see the come from the fastest early game to probably one of the slowest early games. More faster? That's more faster. Well, not that terrible. I haven't been able to really do the fast early game in a while. Why did I grab all that? I don't know why. Why didn't I put them in here like I'm supposed to? There, that'll boost it nicely. At least briefly. Minimizing that scrolling backwards and forwards. That change is still something I haven't adjusted to with the dragging the belts thing. You wish you could toggle it? It would be that would be nice, but it becomes one of those things where potentially goes down that rabbit hole of everything being toggleable. Yeah, that's definitely toggleable is definitely a word that I didn't just make up. Yeah, screw that. I mean, at the same time, I probably could use more belts. More belts, more better. Come on, get out of there. Like that. Right, logistics, steel. Saint, how you doing? Hi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. There we go. All the belts. Got 7 belts now. Damn it. Oh, I'm doing alright. Doing pretty good. Even. Put down the one free splitter. Yeah. Just need a bunch of these too. Damn it. You can tell it's been a while. Or... Ooh. We have officially started this thing. Eh. My classic. Probably the one mistake I always make is getting them around the wrong way. And 2 whole miners. Just what I always wanted. That's what I always wanted in life. 2 miners. Okay, you to you. There. More miners, please. Definitely more built. Not using splitters at all. We kind of coming in there, fellow. If you move the miners from patch to patch, you can launch a rocket with just 2 miners. Sure can. It sure can. Colonel Will's done that. Actually done that. I mean, his patches were like 50 ore a piece. But, it is definitely possible. You can do it with one assembly machine as well. It's not so much that I forget it, it's more that I know AK's here, so I pretend to forget it so that AK does it for me. I know how things work around here. Oop, you're off by 1. Hey, there's a first off by 1. Freeze. One downside to farming. Maybe we should do some multiplayer of that. Trouble is, farming sim doesn't hold my attention for very long. I don't know how you all do it. I also probably could have put the copper on the other side, but either or. 50 hours in the past 2 weeks. It was like me and Cyberpunk. I think I'm up to 60 hours on that. Hey. Alright, that's all off the line, as Clown would say. Been for ETS2 multiplayer for 10 days. Oh, Euro Truck Sim. How do you even get banned from Euro Truck Sim? How is that even possible? Also, how did... That raises so many questions after that. How does Euro Truck Sim even have a multiplayer? It's kind of the point. Reckless driving. It's kind of the point, is to recklessly drive. Uh... Sim people are a strange bunch. Playing under the influence. Yeah, apparently. There we go. Took a corner a bit fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, you need to be up there. God damn it. Please only care if you run someone over. And you get a 10-day ban for that. That's... okay. No blueprint one? We'll pull in a few things. I want my on-patch mining blueprint back. I'm probably going to call up the... pull in the previous base thing. There actually should be the solar here too. Theory, I think I just saw, yeah, that's lit up again. It's in there somewhere. There's a thing for a 1 gigawatt solar patch. Yeah, it crossed my mind that I could do an abbreviated early game build, and I didn't do it. Think I missed the joke? Very likely. So I didn't have the right drivers installed. Yeah. I see what you did there. I said yes, it would have used my ME blueprints. See, I was aware of that at least. I was aware of the implications of not being able to use my ME blueprints. Should realistically... nothing else, just handcraft some science packs just to keep it rolling. That'll do. Of course, crafting one of these would be a good idea too. There we go. What is the chest mod? The chest mod allows you to have expandable chests. Expandable modular chests. So instead of having, you know, like 6 chests next to a train wagon, they merge into one big chest. It's 1 by 6. Hey, it's Ivoreus. How you doing? Let's park some stuff down here. Long last. Yes, it is a... Oh, Jesus. I have a feeling this modular chest mod is a bit wonky. How did you get stone? Oh, you're on the stone patch. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Yeah. Everyone loves a big chest. It was either that or one of the warehouse mods. It just helps with the train loading and unloading, just because of the scale of everything. I might have to go a bit bendy there, potentially. Legend. Bulk rail loader. Yeah, I would like bulk rail loader if it actually worked with Factorio Extended. It's never worked for me for some reason, which is really annoying. Otherwise, I would use that too. Oh, sorry. See them smexy eyes? Okay. To the tune of that, what was that song called? With sexy eyes. So it was, let's have a look. The hell? Who the hell did that one? Betty Davis eyes? That's a different one. Wigfield. That's it. It was a song from the 90s. It was as corny as it comes. Like, it was... It was pretty corny of a song. First things first, coffee. Corny or campy? Probably both. Alright. Let's have at ye. And let's have at spleens. Yep. The eyes, they burn. So intimate. Mortal. Ah, the light, it burns my eyes. It actually did burn. So I have to stare into the light to do that. It hurts. It burns. Neil. Well, first, probably... Yeah. As always, we'll swing out this way. You came in on something. Yes, yes you did. I was just in the middle of absorbing souls of anyone who was unaware. That way you're stuck here forever. Just do the stare and then you're stuck here. The warlock. Yes. Oh, look. I mean, no, definitely not. Let's see. You do the stuff, the junk, like so. Move it down a little bit. Alright, I swear this will be the last time I move it. No comment. Yeah, it's new base time. You can make some circuits, you can make some wire. This is going to be a little starter thing. I need a bunch of this. Where are the labs? I like to make a start on steel as well. Probably park some steel here. I put that right there, didn't I? Alright, your wires, your wickets. Like so. Wire, there's the wire. Alright, research. Keep the good things rolling. Yeah, you can show you how to set up a balance loader that you can do with combinators. I was hoping you could show you how to set up a balance loader that you can do with combinators as what you did before, but after the update it doesn't seem to work. Dirty koala, very naughty dirty koala. I wasn't asking you to suck that. I think I've been playing too much Cyberpunk. Because that's like literally the entire universe. It's something getting sucked off. Gears. Give me them gears. Try a new game with the mods I installed. Playing along. I did save the map string. There we go. Look at that, we even get gears on the belt. I didn't actually save it as a command. I need to actually add it to Nightbot manually. Because it's too long. It's too big to actually put into a command. Now. You go there. What do I want? I want... That'd be like inserters there. And I could put assembly machines here. Better yet. One. Happy New Year, neighbour. It's New Year's already. It's only the 29th. A little early. Or are they already letting the fireworks off? They're happy for the New Year's. I'm doing this all wrong. Yeah, what you really should do is something like that. With the long inserters. Then you get more bang for your buck out of it. This drink to paste bin. I'll put it on when it's coffee time, coffee refill time. I'll add it to the GitHub. All right, you do that. You do that. You can't do anything. I mean, in saying that, I need to do the same dealio here. 2, 3. I can't believe I forgot to do that. We don't use the paste bin anymore because paste bin deleted a bunch of stuff. It deleted like half the things because it decided they were naughty, apparently. There, it goes there. What was I doing that? Reds. I'll get that off the floor. Let's do fast one. Yeah, I moved it to GitHub a while ago. What is Uncle Shred's Manly War Cry? So that is a mod that changes how you die. Unless you die with a manly war cry. It's something that it's like the last playthrough, probably something we'll never actually trigger again. Yeah, it's a very manly death scream. So you can die like a man. Living that to 3, you can stay to 1, 2, 2, 4. Yep, very manly. Unfortunately, the only way to die right now is by trains, and there are no trains as such. Doesn't seem to be it's not really game changing in the normal sense. Or in any sense of the word, really. Okay. Now we just need to feed it more copper, which we can now because we've automated everything. Ain't that cute? Shred squeak. Oh, it's definitely a manly scream. Very manly scream. Oh, I'm out of these things already. I'm out of those things as well now. I'm out of everything. Don't biters enabled? No, I can turn biters off for this one. Usually what happens with biters is end up losing a lot of time just killing them. And this one's going to be so ridiculous. This map's going to be ridiculous to the point where biters are going to be more of a nuisance than productive. Like, I don't want to be spending hours killing biters to expand this time. I mean, what are we at now? 51 minutes, and we haven't even got science automated. That's terrible. Should have had science automated a while ago. Been done quite a while ago. I mean, admittedly, at the same time, I have been handcrafting a fair amount of it. So bring another belt up while I'm down there, just for stone. I bet you can just drift away and it still goes. Oh good, you're backing up. All them inserters. Here's something. Has anyone seen the dash cam? There's some dash cam footage that surfaced of a dude up in Newcastle that stole a Audi. It's traumatic to watch what he does to that poor thing. That poor Audi. I mean, even though it is an Audi, I mean it's an Audi, but at the same time, and the owner of an Audi is inherently a flog. But seeing what this bogan does to the thing, because the dash cam was rolling the entire time that he had it stolen. But yeah, the things that he did to it, it just makes you sad. Did I play this many hundreds of hours? Yeah. 6,240 on Steam to be exact. Just a few hours. You have to do the same to the other side as well. Right. It doesn't even count the pre-Steam hours as well. Not that there is that many. It's probably only a few hundred. Oh dear. We're going to be in the way. Right, let's lay down some labs. Actually, let's lay down... Oop. Oh, you're up there now. Let's lay down the science. Get this rolling. Yeah, I ran up those since 2016. I've had the game for quite a while. Just gonna do a fairly conventional as always base that we always do. For anyone wondering. Let's show you that to there. Doesn't really matter where it comes in. The important thing is you just have a little kink here. Kinky. To spit it out. And you got 4K. 2.1K? I mean, because I do this thing on the Twitchy thing, it does inherently get a boost there. And you'll have it even more. Yeah, like that. Now, there's many different ways of doing it. I could have done a long inserter as well. It could have come up through in there. In fact, probably might actually change that. So I think this is the thing, because I don't do early game as regularly as I used to. I'm starting to forget these things. Start to forget how I actually do these things. Or... Oh, you're at 100, you're at 75, give me them, give me them. Say 12 will do. The problem is if you overcook science, there's this sort of equilibrium. Hullabaloo with the 10 months. Thank you very much for that.
Mohod mojodluve, mohod think mojodluve.
Show some love and hype and honky chat for Hope at Hullaballoos who's throwing down that, was it 10 months sub? Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. There. Yeah, it's this equilibrium where if you build too much, you end up losing a huge amount of time and getting nowhere. But if you build too little, you end up waiting around for stuff to happen. To input inserters? Oh, they'll be fast anyway soon. Oh, I can stay that way for now. So yeah, it's this sort of equilibrium. It's usually like 60 science, something around 60 science a minute is a pretty consistent number for most people to work with. Alright. Too far past it. I've heard of Crossfire in like 11 years. Nobody does a hink, you might have to take matters into your own hands. I know, it's a bit disappointing. There's this entire lack of hink going on right now. There we go. I'm just trying to read back. Did I miss something with Crossfire? Crossfire... I saved you from it. There we go. Everything is right with the world again. We had our hink. When did Crossfire even sort of... Well, Sly and Crossfire kind of died like 5 years ago anyway. Nothing supports it anymore. Pretty much whenever DirectX 11, I think, rolled around, I want to say. I don't think that's right, but I'm pretty sure it was around DirectX 11. As soon as that came along, it was kind of made Sly obsolete. Sly and Crossfire obsolete. I mean, having said that, the 10 series graphics cards, well, it was really the 9 series that made Sly obsolete as well. We don't need to be handcrafting all that crap. There we go. I mean, I had Sly GDX 670s before the 1070. What's crazy is that going to the 1070, the jump from the 670s to the 1070, the 9 series, oh, they all supported it. It's just that nothing really... What's the highest thing? It's just a little mini game. The Lexus Steel, eucalyptus leaves. It's entirely random. i7 2600 to 580s. Jump from the 980 to 3080. Damn. I want to get potentially a 3080, but yeah, support and reality are two completely different things. I even remember with the 670s, I used to get a lot of frame stuttering. Like the difference between when you do a drive, like you do a drive update and then would unlock the Sly, and you could immediately tell you no longer had Sly running. Pretty much straight away. Because suddenly, I think Just Cause 3 was the original killer for those cards. Once that generation stepped up, like you could tell it just didn't have the RAM to do it. I gotta unlock it. That's right. Yes. That's unlock greens. See, I may have actually overdone the science production already because I'm the bottleneck now. Me getting all of this stuff built is the bottleneck. there. I used to have this one where I'd lay it flat. I think that was dependent on, it's like this. This was another design I had. I'm pretty sure it was dependent on externally bringing in gears. It was like belts there. Yeah, this is the other one. In squirters there. You can feast off that. Might have even had the gears in between, like this. I don't know. I don't really remember now. Don't really remember. It's an old build that I had back in version 16. I suppose I could pump it up with some of these. Military. See, it's a race against clock now. The clock now. Away. Need circuit C? Yeah, I do. I want to bring it in from an actual circuit build. It was in the starter base book, was it? Didn't insert from gear inserter. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, the starter base in the book would have done that. Sure, heavy armor. I mean, it gets us towards power armor at least. As I was saying, I am the bottleneck now. There's a certain amount of inefficiency in doing the conventional base because I've now made a second inserter and belt production, whereas you could combine the two for a faster result. Question is, how much do you actually care? I mean, if you're speed running, that would very much be something you'd worry about. For me, on the other hand, not so much. Okay, it's just maxed on mining. It always comes back down to mining and smelting. What are we at? An hour 13. Gears to inserter has no... I mean... Gears to inserter has a number of issues working against it right now. You know what? I'm going to build over this stone patch, and I'm going to make you all watch me do it. I suppose realistically I could probably dump a few in there. It's just a stone patch. It is just a stone patch. Boop. That means... Assembly machine 2. Can make a start on. Yeet some of these. Gears and or... things. Gears and or circuits. Get this out of the way.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
I love it. Once you get the views above like 200s, suddenly you get noticed. It's because the feature thing kicks in. Crisis averted. I mean, there is a few other things at play that I won't mention, but generally, once you get the concurrent above 200, it garners a lot of attention. This kind of thing that I was, well, there's a few things that, like, the key thing I was mentioning is, talking about is, there's tags periodically get featured if you're above a certain level. It's, partner with Twitch, yes. I'm not on front page rotation. Like to be. I mean, there is a certain amount of privilege going on there too. That'll do for now. Probably more than enough. Tempted to see if I can do this even lazier than normal. If such a thing was even possible. It's already a pretty lazy one. Squirters. That leading anywhere as well with the partner thing? I'm curious where. Hey, it's done. Lab research speed. What do I need next? I need fluids, really. Engine, actually. I need everything. It's the problem. Problem right now is I need everything. I need it now. Did I ban you? If I banned you, you wouldn't be talking. You got that going for you. Let's grab some lights. Oh, I didn't. God damn it. Every time. There we go. Think you were banned? Sure, why not? There we go. Have some wool. Hey, the Republic Line. I think you that follow there too. Uh, 2345. Like a plate poisoning. What was I doing? Engine. Well, that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Oh, Hamu. Well. Actually cover. It does cover all. Excellent. Saves on polls. I'm inventing. I wouldn't say inventing a new build, but I'm experimenting with a new build idea. Toying around with with some new ideas. AKSPMV, you have a system for placing power poles. What is this game? This game's called Factorio. It's about building and automating factories. And it's an infinite cycle of going bigger and bigger. Automating more things, building bigger things, doing science to make even more automation, to make even bigger things, more complicated things. And you get sucked into a hole forever. Placing power poles. I didn't have a thing for placing power poles. I had a thing for automating building outposts. So I'd ghost blueprint an outpost and it would automatically build itself. You can never leave. You can never leave. Once you start, you can never stop. 8 a.m. and it's now 7:59. Yeah, the next day. Not even the next day. It's the next It's the next Monday. Or the next Tuesday. Yeah, I had a system for outposts, as well as a system for hey, Fallen Angel. Factory doing today. We're just getting things started up. I should have done that bit first. Here we go. It's vanilla or modded? This is modded. So this is doing the 8K base, but with Factorio extended this time. So this one's going to be an interesting one. God dang. It's too bad it can't do the whole straight for that, for the furnaces. There is a thing for laying power poles. If you can do a straight line using ghosts. You have a ghost lined up, they'll build in a straight line. Shouldn't do it that way. It's harder to do it that way. Easier to go up and down, clicking and dragging like that. There. Okay, that one's full. Okay, we're FE. Plus, it's somewhat easy. I mean, the 12K base still needed a bit of work. The wrong way round. Go. Um, 1K science a minute with Factorio extended is pretty easy. Argument that says I probably should max that out, but I'm not going to. That's done. Alright, greens are rolling. It's just starved of iron, which really just means more iron time. Which in turn means more stone. And so the cycle continues. I'll build another iron there and maybe a... Oh, you're already done. While I'm at it. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's just commit to the commit to a mixed patch and just deal with it. Oopsie, yeah, I'm not in. There we go. What I'll do is I'll send that one over there because it's going to be a pure belt. copper. Aren't I popular today? Yeah, anti-elite's raided. Destiny high. Normally no one watches me. Alrighty. Copper. To the right. Clean. Almost. There it is. Take the input priority. Cool. Alright, you... I've sort of stretched it out just to give it a bit of room for any needs in the future. I'll probably shuffle those over one. Amazing mixed mining. I wouldn't... Let's... I've seen worse. That's before I filtered it. I've seen and done far, far worse things with mixed mining. Your mapping already off by one? Always. Would you expect anything less than the best of the off by ones? Born off by one. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe he's off by one. Berlin. Got you. Go away. Is there a way to like mass mark as red? It's almost like not planning the base out very well is costing me a little bit of time here. Mojoline. Oh dear. Tick 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 tick. Tick 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 tick. Speed running? Not really. If I was speed running, it wouldn't be over an hour in and still on red green. How's power doing? Pretty sad. It's probably been pretty sad for quite a while. That's what, 4 minutes ago. It's fine. Continues to ignore power problems. You stuff and things. It's flatlining. Didn't I have another belt? No. Oh, I don't have the belt to build the belt. Plate as well. Yes, you do. I guess you're going there then. You just needed those and those. On the other hand. 3. 3. Got 2 rows, and you can be... Hang on, no, 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 no. We don't want splitters. We don't need splitters. Excellent. Slow inserter here. These will do. Slayer. Staying forever now. Wonky looking. Double red instead of red plus blue. It's just easier earlier on. Before you get blue unlocked. It's a little bit cheaper. Because you don't need a lot of... You only need one circuit to do it. Each inserter. One of your favourite? Yeah, Factorio Extended's great, isn't it? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 7, 8. Why would I cap gear chests? That is a good question. Why did I cap gear chests? There you go, now you can see. I didn't cap him. Very good. I didn't think I did. I was like, did I do that instinctively or not? Yeah, I actually don't want to cap them because I'm going to need those gears. That's why I put the slow inserters on them as well. Just give them a... Just that way they don't, like, flood fill. Just fill slowly over time. Hey. You gonna cap them? Oh. I was actually answering Destiny, but in answering Spellmasters as well, no, I won't cap them. More gears, the better. Better everything is. There we go. So we can do 21 now. In theory, in practice, can't actually. One double res be more expensive long term, as red inserters a dead end upgrade and tend to be. I mean, it's 7 iron plate versus 8 iron plate. It's the same craft time. And it's 1.5 versus 4.5 as well. Pollution enabled? No, not this time. Because I turned biters off. I was like, you know what, I'll just turn pollution off as well. So pollution's off on this playthrough. You do get extended, you do get long inserters, long inserter Mark 2s. But it, like, yeah, it's a dead end, but it really doesn't matter. Like, it's, the cost is so little. There's no, like, you're not losing anything. The most expensive resource in the game is time. Everything else is cheap by comparison. I know there used to be a huge contention over using iron chest because they're a dead end upgrade as well, but at the end of the day, it's 8 iron plate. Who cares? Like, I'm already making nearly 1,000 a minute. Like, it's just barely a drop. Might as well just use whatever. Can't even burn. I mean, I suppose there was an argument that you could burn the wooden chests eventually, so use those instead, but eh. Can't see any more coal on your map. Vanilla blue underground belts are cheaper by over 50 iron place. Hundreds of aluminum compared to the normal blue belts. Yeah, you have to use, they cost more if you don't use them at max distance. I picked up that one a while. That's fine. Yeah, one worked out a while ago. When I say a while ago, it was like 2017. Yeah. yeah. Blue belts are only better if you actually use them at max length. Sulfur. Let's get that rolling as well. Probably should upgrade that at some point. Hey, metal fan. Yeah, as I say though, at the end of the day, those costs pretty much irrelevant. Like they're so cheap that it doesn't really matter compared to the time. Speaking of coal and lack of, I think I've got a bit of a coal shortage going on here. Just putting it out there. Yeah, the key thing that I'm trying to get across is that they're like 160 lubricant at the end of the day, even if you multiply it by 1,000, isn't a lot of lubricant. Yeah, it's the player's time is the most valuable resource. Everything else doesn't really matter. That's the secret to the game. It's the ultimate tip. My ultimate tip of the game is that your time is the most valuable resource. Or when you look at here, this crafting time is the most valuable resource. Even nuclear, it's your time. Oh crap, that's the wrong one. You're meant to go over one. Sure is. Very good. And now it isn't. Why am I handcrafting? Because it saves me time going back and fetching more iron ore. Not iron ore. I want the iron ore. Saves me going back and getting more belt. Gotta save that time. I mean, having said that, I'll have to go back and get more mining drills. And just crap in general, apparently. Just optimization, how much you spend your time. Yeah, it's just minimizing how much time you spend doing any one thing. You know what? Some coal would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it now? There we go. There's electric energy distribution. There it is. Blue underground bells take 16%, one distance. Normal blue is 9 seconds. Yeah, and that's where things start getting really weird, because that's why you always, and that's why you're actually always sitting on, waiting for those things to craft. I love important power poles. I mean, medium poles are very important. Did I? No, I didn't. I also didn't put a radar down here too. It's kind of important. Gotta have radar. Can't see things without radar. I think it's safe to say that we're edging out of early game now. Which is nice. A good place to be, especially because it's time. It's almost time to refill the coffee. It's almost 11 o'clock in the morning. Right about now. I'll lay down an extra one in readiness. We're going to need steel next. Apparently I haven't done steel yet. go. Like that. Might just go all out and do one of these things now. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I get what you mean now. Yeah, that one pole that connects everything together. Get a win 'cause hacks. I think the name gives it all away. I think it's all in the name. It's all in the hips. Yeah, I didn't really measure it, but that should be about right. Deal. There we go. Of course, called it. Yeah, one left. One off. There we go. Alrighty. Where's my coal? As it sneaks through. There's my coal. I like how uh, by no means did I... Yeah, I'm awake finally. I didn't try at all, but apparently I managed to line these up perfectly. By no effort on my part, these line up. Is this a new world? This is a new world, yes. This is indeed a new world. Where we're gonna go take what we learned in the previous base and take it to all new extremes. Uncle Shred, always. Gotta die like a man. Did you ever get the previous base running at the goal? Briefly. The steel was holding it back. And it was mostly supply holding it back. And a few other little issues like circuits. The combined thing with circuits. Science goal? I'm being a bit cagey on saying what the science goal is, but I did go through the numbers, but it's something to think about because it's going to be 416 trains, so 16 wide science of a similar sort of style. And I'm probably going to max out the belts that I get. Which means which would mean that's way too much. Is it more? It is more than 12k. Yes. That's probably plenty. I could use those actually. 8 or 16. It's more than 16. It's actually more than 16 as well. Something about will FE items change the EPS efficiency of bolts versus belts? It would. The fundamentals. I mean, having said that, fundamentals will be the same. Like, you still be. You there or not? Go there. Go there. Yeah, FE bots are pretty fast. I think that will help with the mining situation. I want to do on-patch mining this time. I could add more labs. I have 10. Yeah, on-patch smelt. Did I say on-patch mining? On-patch smelting. I mean, generally you want mining on-patch. Generally. I mean, you can try and do it without mining on-patch, but it may not be successful. That's probably a question for the ages. How do you not mine on-patch? Yeah, on-patch smelting. Have direct bot mining? No, it just has higher tiers of the same stuff. What I need. And what I was crafting. Oh, these things. Do 20 more. Yeah, just throw a workforce at it. Oh. My fetch mine is like C block, pretty much. Down to 1 million coal into Ribbon World, you can't be bothered to find more. Ribbon World, yeah. It's time to get away from burning coal in that case. Things get weird on those kinds of maps, Ribbon Worlds and such. Just gonna run it to death. Hey, research is rolling. We need you. And on that note, I'm gonna pause it there because I want to refill my coffee.